plan for this one is Jack Benny TV and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's going to be live.
In a world where chaos reigns and connections seem fleeting, one visionary endeavor seeks to bring us all together. Zen Theatre Lit After Dark. Harnessing the transformative power of artificial intelligence, the timeless charm of radio theater. The wisdom of books and the excitement of video games. Zen Theatre Lit After Dark illuminates the path to enlightenment and fosters a sense of unity among its audience. Through this unique fusion of storytelling and interactive experiences, we aim to nurture personal growth, improve learning, and inspire a peaceful existence. Guided by your obedient servant, Sebastian St. Serapian Smalls, we embark on a journey of self-discovery. But where do we begin? Begin by simply listening, slow down, see just how peaceful today can be. Together, we shall create a harmonious community, bound by shared passions and a desire to elevate the human experience. Sebastian St. Serapian Smalls will be there, to the end of the line, my Valentine, guiding you on this journey towards a more serene and enlightened tomorrow. Catch you guys on the flip side.
Begin by simply listening. Slow down and see just how peaceful today can be. Greetings, children. It is I, your obedient servant, Sebastian St. Serapian. Spooky Smalls, you're killing me, Smalls. Vincent twice. You can always call me back. The plan for this one is Jack Benny and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Alright. Wish us luck.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Now, you know, as a rule, I always start the half hour with jokes, you know, or a few funny remarks, something. But tonight, I'm going to do an entirely different kind of a show. I'm going to devote the entire half hour to a lot of talented people that I've wanted to have on my show for a long time. And first, I'm going to present a beautiful young lady by the name of Ann Martin. I saw her recently. I heard her sing. And as soon as I watched her performance, I knew that immediately I was going to have her on my show. You see? Well, anyway, I wanted to... No, wait a minute. No, wait. No, wait a minute. No, wait. Look at, don't wait till she comes out. Jay. Look at, Jay. Wait a minute. Jay. Wait, look, don't applaud till she comes out. Oh. Well, look who's here. Ladies and gentlemen...
Well, Jack, you don't have to introduce me. You know the reception I got? They know who I am. Who am I?
Gracie Allen's husband.
You're wrong. I'm Ronnie Burns' father. Willie's brother.
Look, George. Yep. I know you didn't come out here to, you know, for publicity for your family. What is it you want?
Well, I came out to talk to you about that little girl you started to introduce.
Ann Margaret?
Ann Margaret, she's the one.
Well, she's a delight. She's a wonderful singer.
Where did you hear her sing?
In Las Vegas.
On whose show?
Well, on your show, of course.
Did you ever see her on any other show before you saw her on my show?
No, that's where I discovered her.
That's where you discovered her?
Yeah.
Look, Jack, I've never questioned any of your other discoveries, like the Oregon Trail, gold at Sutter's Mill, Sophie Tucker, but Anne Margaret, I discovered.
All right, George, you discovered Anne Margaret.
Right.
All right, so what do you want?
Well, I figured as long as I did, and this is a first television show, I think it would be nice if you would let me introduce her.
Well, George, if that's what you want to do, if you want to introduce her, I just want our viewers to see her. That's all. That's all. I'll go ahead. Thanks. Introduce her.
Spotlight, please.
You don't need a spot.
Boy, are you stingy. Ladies, look, Jack, you can go. I'll take an oath. I promise I won't get in your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really a thrill for me. You know, they usually say, where do you find young talent? Well, you don't find them, they find you. I was sitting in my office, this little girl came in, and she sang 2 songs, and I took her to Las Vegas with me. And here she is on the Jack Benny Show. And I think she's got a brilliant career. Anne Margaret.
There's a thing going round and I begin to think it's true. The job you have to love someone when they don't care about you. Once I had a loving boy as good as any in this town. But now I'm sad and lonely because he's turned me down. I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. But I'm so sad and lonely, baby. Won't somebody take a chance with me? I sing sweet love songs, honey, all the time. If you will be my sweet baby mine. But I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. All the time, promise me that you will be mine, sweet baby mine. I ain't got nobody, and nobody cares for. Nobody cares for. Nobody cares for. Nobody cares for. Time now. Nobody cares for me.
And that was lovely. And if George Burns won't sue me for talking to you, I'd like to tell you how happy I am that you're on the show.
Thank you, Mr. Benny.
Now, I know our viewers would like to know a little bit more about you so they get to know you better. See, now, where are you from?
Well, I come from Wilmette, Illinois.
Wilmette, Illinois. What a coincidence. You know, I live in Waukegan, Illinois, and Wilmette is about 20 miles away from there. Gosh, Waukegan. When I was a kid, I used to sell newspapers there until I made enough money to buy a violin. You know, and then I studied for a long while, and till I played real well, and then I joined the Waukegan Symphony Orchestra. And then after that, I was played the vaudeville theaters around home. Then I went on the road in the variety theater. See, and then from there, I went into radio and then television. Now, what else can you tell us?
No, nothing. I think they've heard enough about me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. You know, you mentioned walking, and I was carried away. Where were we?
Well, as I said, I come from Wilmette, Illinois, and I was born in the trunk.
Oh, you were born in a trunk. You mean your folks were in show business?
No luggage.
You ashamed of yourself. Well, that was a joke. Well, it was pretty good. That was a pretty good. Who gave it?
George Burns.
Well,
You know, I think he's one of the funniest men I've ever...
George, well, don't talk about it. We're here to talk about you. Now, if I remember correctly, you go to Northwestern University.
That's right. I'm in my sophomore year.
Oh. What are you studying?
Well, I'm taking chemistry, biology, and advanced psychology, which are necessary for my major, which is geriatrics.
Jerry what?
Geriatrics.
Geriatrics. What? And what is that?
That's the study of the ailments of the aged.
Well, sometime if you need any help with your homework. Well, now, I know you have another song ready to go, so what's it going to be?
Well, I thought I'd do a ballad called Have a Good Time.
Oh, that's a beautiful number. Go right ahead.
Hold it. Wait a minute. When you signed this little girl, you promised to give her a beautiful setting for this ballad. Like a park, trees, flowers, and a waterfall.
Oh, George, you're right. Thank you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Ann. I did, and I forgot all about it. Could we have that beautiful park scene, please?
Boy, are you sick. Is this the whole thing?
No, there's more. Can we have that park bench? Oh, Mr. Baker, this is Miss Young. I think it's nice for people to meet like that. You know, just like that. You know what I mean? I think that's really nice. Well, go ahead, Ann. We'll leave you now to sing your second song. And George, while she's singing, I'll tell you about how I discovered the Oregon Trail.
I was with you.
Oh, of course.
But have a good time. Too long, I'll miss you, dear, I know. But have a good time. Have your fling, be gay with your new love. I'm setting you free. Dance and sing, pretend that it's true love. Don't worry about me. I know that tears will only drive you farther away. Just don't forget that I'm alive. Is yours. Now when you're tired of being restless and carefree, remember that I'm waiting to welcome you home. So have a good time. When I'm sitting home, all by myself, won't you come and get me?
want me to leave?
Yes.
Well, Jack, as long as I'm out here and I took the trouble of coming down to your studio, don't you think it would be nice if you asked me to perform?
I knew it. I knew it. You weren't interested in introducing the girl at all. You just wanted to come down here and act. You wanted to sing.
No, I don't want to sing.
What?
I want to do my sand dance.
Your sand?
Yeah.
Well, how we haven't even got any sand.
What are you kidding? I got pockets full of it.
You're not going to do the sand dance. George, wait a minute.
Way down the...
George.
Well, look, Jack, okay, I won't do the sand dance. But will you at least let me settle a bet?
To settle a bet, what's that?
Well, I was sitting at the Friars Club last night with Groucho Marx. And I happened to glance up at that big picture of Benjamin Franklin. You know the picture.
The one of Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
Oh, in the Friar. Oh, sure, of course.
And I said to Groucho that you looked exactly like Benjamin Franklin. And he said you didn't. And he bet me $100.
And you took the bet?
Of course. Boys, bring out the stuff, please. Just bring it out.
What is he doing to my show?
Hey,
for
Jack.
heaven's sake? But this is the silliest...
Jack, please.
What kind of a show is it?
Groucho is watching the show right now.
Yeah?
You see? And it'll only take... And this means $90 to me.
$90? You said you bet him 100.
I had to give him $10 to watch the show. Now hold still.
This is absolutely
Jack,
ridiculous.
Don't find $90 in the street.
I know, but what kind... This isn't any part of my show.
Jack, we've been
now,
friends.
George, will you please...
We've been friends.
George, will you please... This is the silliest thing. Look, this is the silliest thing that I have ever...
Jack, we'll let the audience decide. How about it?
Gentlemen, young fellow, whom I also saw in the Spain show with George in Las Vegas. No, get off! As I started saying, I saw him on the same show with George. I think he's the world's greatest juggler, and I'm sure when you see him, Mr. Francis Brunt. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I want to thank my guest stars, Anne Margaret, Frances Brunn, and I also want to thank Gracie for letting her husband out tonight.
The Jack Benny program with a special guest star, Eric Monty.
Oh, Mr. Wilson, you finished playing already?
Only played 9 holes. Oh, Sidney, will you see that these clubs are put in my car, please?
Yes, sir. Hi, Don.
Oh, hi.
Why'd you play so early?
Well, confidentially, every time I come into the club later in the day, I run into Jack Benny, and I wind up having to play with him.
I know what you mean. Jack is such a poor sport, always griping. Nobody in the club wants to play with him. But after all, Don, he is your boss.
Well, that's the worst part of it. Every time I beat him, he cuts my salary. The draw score and my standard of living are going down together.
Oh, hi, Dundee.
Oh, hi, fellas.
Say you were looking for a 4th. How about joining us?
Oh, no, I just finished.
Well, come on, go around again.
No, I'm too tired, but thanks anyway, fellas.
Well, okay. Well, let's go upstairs and see if we can find somebody to play with us.
Hi, fellas.
Sorry, Jack, all filled up.
What's with those guys? Nobody shakes hands anymore. Everybody runs. Hi, Don.
Oh, hello, Jack.
You got a game?
Oh, I just finished.
Well, why do you play so early?
Well,
You what?
Well, I like to play early in the morning when the grass is damp and it's chilly and foggy and cold. Sorry I can't play with you, Jack.
That's all right. I'm playing with the pro anyway, Eric Monty, you know.
Eric is playing with you?
Yes, sir. Boom! That would have been a good one.
Oh, Sidney.
Yes, sir?
Sidney, will you put some new spikes in my other pair of golf shoes, please?
Well, I'll be happy to, Mr. Wilson.
I got them here in the locker. I'll get them for you. Let's see. It must be in here someplace.
Well, why don't you take some of those things out?
Well, that's a good idea. I wonder what happened to those golf shoes.
Maybe he ate them.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't see them. They're in the butter keeper.
Hard to believe that he plays golf just to lose weight.
I'll fix these for you right away, Mr. Wilson.
Thanks, Eddie. Oh, and look, if you have time, will you defrost my locker, please? Jack, I'm sorry I can't play with you today.
That's all right. I love playing with Eric Monty. You know, when you play with a pro, it makes you play better yourself.
Well, there's Eric now.
Eric, sorry, I'm all filled up. Well, of course you're filled up. You're playing with me. Oh, yes. Gee, Eric, I'm all excited about our game today.
You're excited. I didn't sleep all night.
Oh, Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Do you think there'll be many on the course today?
I don't think so. Lately, everybody's been playing early in the morning. The grass is damp, and it's chilly and foggy and cold.
Well, I thought the idea of the game was to get some sunshine.
It used to be.
What?
Nothing. Jack, when you're dressed, I'll meet you on the first tee.
Okay, try and get another couple so we can have a foursome, will you?
I'll try. I'll try.
What's going on here?
Well, Artie Stebbins here just made a hole-in-one.
I sure did. Dropped it in with a 3-iron. Come on, fellas. Come on into the bar. The drinks are on me. Gee, that Artie is a nice guy. Just because he made a hole-in-one, he's buying drinks for everybody.
Oh, Jack, being a nice guy has nothing to do with it. It's customary when you make a hole-in-one, you buy drinks for everybody in the club.
For all the members? Gee, it's so expensive and everything. Gee, it must cost Artie a couple of $100.
Well, that's the way it works, Jack. It's an unwritten rule. You make a hole-in-one, you have to buy the drinks.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get ours. Oh, we don't have to go. It's right here. Thank you. Put it here. All right, let me through, everybody. Let me through. Bottle? Well, what's the difference? I mean, Artie has to buy about 400 drinks. One bottle isn't going to make any difference.
Mr. Benny, Eric Monty is waiting for you on the first tee.
Gee, I better hurry. Hey, Cindy, get me my golf shoes.
You playing today?
Yes, we've only got a twosome.
Oh, wonderful. Do you mind if we join you? Everett has to finish early.
Not at all, fellas. Glad to have you along.
Oh, fine. Who are we playing with?
Jack Benny?
Oh, well, maybe some other time.
Eric, did you get another couple?
Almost.
Well, I might as well tee off, huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay. Gee, it's a little breezy today. Might as well get some loft on this. Tee it up a little higher. I don't think that's high enough. Not from this breeze. Think I ought to tee it any higher?
Higher looks like a lollipop now.
Yeah, I guess it's high enough. Now, here goes. I don't feel comfortable.
Well, stop rocking.
Well, I'm not doing it purposely. Oh, for heaven's sake, what do you think happened? You know, when you paged me, I changed my shoes in such a hurry, I put my arch supports in upside down. I feel like I'm standing on a camel. Listen, I'll go and change my shoes. You go ahead and shoot. A good one.
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
Hey, Mr. Monty.
Yes?
Since this is our guest day, and you're only playing a twosome, would you mind if these two gentlemen joined you? They're from Milwaukee.
No, that's fine with me.
Well, this is Mr. Simpson, Mr. Herbert, Eric Monty.
Eric, nice to know you.
I see.
Hi, Eric.
And this is Jack Benny.
Jack Benny? Well, this is a great pleasure.
Thank you.
Jack Benny, this is great to meet you.
Well, thank you.
I hope you don't mind us joining you.
No, the more the merrier.
Go ahead, fellas. Play away.
Go ahead, Herb. Oh, Jake, Joe.
Wait a minute. Why don't we play for a little money, make it interesting? Eric and I'll stand you two.
All right, Mr. Benny, if you'd like to have a little bet, what did you have in mind? 1, 2, 5?
How about making it 10?
Jack. It's all right with us. 10 a hole.
No, let's say 10 for the whole game, you know.
Well, that sounds a little better to me. Okay, $10 for the match.
No, 10 cents.
Well, Jack, you certainly didn't make it interesting.
Why not? Go ahead.
Wow.
Very good.
There.
Fine shot.
Say, Mr. Simpson, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Not at all.
You've got your feet just a little bit too far apart. Put them just a little bit closer together.
Thanks.
Hey, wait a minute. Eric, we're betting against them. Don't try to help them, for heaven's sake. Hey, wait a minute. Put your feet where they were.
Right down the middle.
Sir. Well, I guess I'm next. There's Dick. Oh, it's real high this time.
Teed too high. Try it again.
Okay.
Oh, that was much better.
Yeah.
Jack, we have a caddy today.
I thought I was caddying again.
Let's see now. We won the first hole. You and Eric won the second. We have the third. And we took this.
Pardon me. But did any one of you happen to play a ball of mine back there by mistake? It's a max fly 3.
I'm playing a title of 6.
Well, mine's a .4.
Mine's a Joe's driving range, number 5.
You got your ball from a driving range?
I always do. They're only 50 cents a bucket.
You're supposed to hit them there off the practice tee.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I thought they were selling them. See, the next time I go by there, I must leave their bucket.
We've teed off. You fellas go ahead.
Okay.
Jack, don't you think you ought to use a better ball?
Yeah, I guess so. Go ahead, you tee off, Eric. Hey, look at that one go. There's a tee here. Oh, yeah, here's one, right. I forgot. I had my lunch in my bag, and I just hit a hard-boiled egg.
for you. A brand new ball. Play it, will you?
Okay, thanks. Where did it go? I didn't see that.
Well, it was a little to the right, Jack. Over behind that hill.
We're all down the middle, Jack, so we'll see you on the green.
Okay. Give me my 9-iron and you go with them, will you? There you are. Thank you. Oh, boy, what a lie. How am I going to get out of this hole? Well... Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I found it again.
It ought to be cool now. Hit it.
Must be my imagination. I'm sorry I took so long, fella.
It's all right, Jack. What do you lie?
2. Yes, 2.
You know, for a guy that stings on the tee and on the green, he certainly is sensational behind a hill. Does he always cheat like that?
Well, he's not really cheating. It's just that he can't count. Can't count. That's right. Ask him his age.
Will you be quiet while I'm trying to putt? I know we're playing for money, but if you can't win fair and square, why don't you quit?
Come on, Jack. You're up.
Okay.
Jack, the green's that way.
Well, isn't that a flag?
Yes, but that's on top of a schoolhouse.
Oh, yeah. What a silly place to have a flag.
Hey, that was a pretty good drive, Jack. About 180 yards.
Yeah. Oh, Caddy, pick up my tea, will you?
Mr. Benny,
Yeah?
it's broken.
Tea?
Where is he now?
Still in the rough.
Well, let's put out. Joe, do you mind marking your ball, please?
Oh, sure. Well, he finally made it. Yeah, good putt.
Good one.
In it.
It's funny. I marked my ball with a penny. I can't find it.
Oh, is that yours?
ball is so dirty, though. Look at it. Is it all right if I clean it?
Sure, go ahead, Jack. Jack, your ball was back here.
It was not.
It was too. I had it marked with my eye.
You're right, you're right. What are you, a surveyor or something? The next you got a bet on, it gets so edgy. This is a give, anyway. Behind the hill, I can do it here.
So that's how we did it, huh? I've had enough of him. Let's get out of here.
Sorry, Eric, but we're going in.
I don't know what those two guys got so sore about.
Jack, just putt, will you?
Oh, Mr. Monty!
Yes?
There's a call for you at the clubhouse. It must be urgent because they sent me out to get you. I'm sorry to bother you in the middle of the game.
Don't be sorry. I told them to call me a half hour ago. I'll have to go.
Right in the middle of the game?
There's a phone call for me.
Oh. Well, we'll play tomorrow. I'm going to finish this game anyway. Come on, Caddy. Hey, Caddy, this is a pretty short hole. What do you think I ought to use here?
That's about 130 yards. Why don't you try your number 5 iron?
Think I can get there with it?
Try it.
Okay.
Hey, good shot.
Wow, look at it go.
You made a hole-in-one.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a hole-in-one. Look.
Imagine that. 2 holes in one on the same day. First Mr. Stebbins and now you. Oh, boy, wait till everybody back at the clubhouse hears that you made a hole-in-one.
Oh, boy, I can't wait, Lee. Here's $5. Keep your mouth shut.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first... Jack, I thought you told me you gave that caddy $5 to keep his mouth shut.
I did.
Well, then how'd they find out about it?
Only I would run into a talking squirrel.
What?
Never mind. Good night, folks. I'll be seeing you soon.
TV20 bumper sticker could win you a Toyota convertible. Stop by 7-Eleven and pick one up as soon as possible. Well, if you're ready for more laughter, it's Burns and Allen. George and Gracie are coming up next here on TV20, so stay tuned.
Just sweet enough to make 4 p.m. feel more like 5.
From Television City in Hollywood, Jack Benny program with Jack's special guest, Jack Parr.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Now, first of all, I'm going to try and be serious for just a moment, because I don't want to get involved in any of that trouble that television is now having in Washington. I certainly don't want to lose my job as an entertainer, and I don't want to be called in for any of these hearings. So in keeping with the new CBS policy, I'm going to tell the truth about everything from now on. Matter of fact, I'm going to straighten out a few things right now. I made some notes right here. Now, first, here's something I wish I didn't have to disclose, really, but as long as I'm forced to be truthful, here goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not 39 years old. No, really, I'm not. The only reason that I am saying that I'm 39 because I was tricked into this, you see, on account of my very, very youthful appearance. But as long as I'm telling the truth, I must go along with it. You might as well know that in February, I will be 43. Without any trouble. And now for my cast. Now, for over 20 years, I have led you to believe that Rochester works for me as my butler. Now, that isn't true at all. In real life, Rochester is a very fine actor. He has his own home. He owns a most expensive sports car. And during the year, he gives about 5 or 6 lavish parties in his home. Now, I know that's true because on several of those occasions, I've worked for him. Now we come to, incidentally, he tips beautifully. And now we come to Don Wilson. Now, it is true that Don Wilson has been my announcer for about 25 years. But it is not true that he is a big, fat man. No, Don... Don is not fat at all. Actually, Don Wilson weighs 132 pounds. But before each show, we blow him up. I've always wanted a fat announcer on my show, and air is cheaper than food. And now, getting on with the show, I'm going to present my singing star. But before I do, I'd like to clear up something about him, too. Now, I've always led you to believe that Dennis Day is a silly kid who drives me nuts and who is extremely underpaid. Now, nothing could be further from the truth. Dennis is a brilliant young man, very smart and very talented. And I'd like to have you meet him, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to sing Dennis Day.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I would like to sing Climb Every Mountain from the new Mary Martin show, The Sound of Music.
Now, wait a minute, hold it. Dennis, what's the idea of coming up on the stage dressed in that usher's uniform?
Once in 20 years, I didn't have time to change, and you make a big thing out of it. I heard you tell the people I wasn't underpaid. If I didn't have this extra job, I'd be as thin as Don Wilson.
Dennis.
I've seen him before he was pumped up. He looks like a laundry bag in a nudist camp.
Does? Well, now, Dennis, that's still no excuse for you coming up here on the stage dressed like that.
Well, you see, I did it on account of my girl. She likes men in uniform.
You mean your girl knows that you're an usher?
Oh, no, she thinks I'm a big shot. I told her that CBS means control of ballistic satellites. When I'm late for a date, I tell her I was on the moon.
On the moon. And Dennis, I don't know your girl. I've never met her. Do you mean to tell me that she believes a fantastic story like that?
Oh, sure. She even believes you're 43.
Now, Dennis, listen. Get rid of that silly outfit and get ready for your song, will you?
Okay.
Oh, stop. Take back what I said. What a crazy kid, really. How would you really like to have in the head of our missile department? Hey, we might be better off. Dennis, are you ready for your song? Oh, well, hurry up, will you?
Jack.
What?
Jack.
Oh, Don. Hello, Don. Don Wilson and Joyce. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Joyce Davidson, our Lux girl. What do you want to see me about?
Well, Jack, Dennis isn't quite ready yet, so I thought maybe this would be a good time to do the commercial.
Well, yes. Oh, wait a minute. I see you're all pumped up, huh?
Your fingernail.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, Don, about this, what have you got prepared for the commercial?
Well, Jack, all I can say is that this is probably the most important beauty news you'll ever hear.
Oh, really? Well, I'd like to hear it. Go ahead.
Joyce,
Something new has been added. Something new has been
Jack, this is really exciting.
I know.
Well,
Jack, something new and wonderful has been added to Lux Beauty song.
I know. Well, let her tell me. You see.
The Lux that's in your store right now is the new cream and rich stuff with a special lather that actually helps purify your skin.
I use Lux all the time.
Yes, wonderful new Lux has two new benefits. Lather, cream softens your skin and actually helps purify away complexion troubles.
I use it all the time. Of course, you see, the Lux has really done wonders for my skin. In fact, that's why Lux is hired. Because I use it all the time. You can see.
You know, Joyce, Jack would just do anything to keep his sponsor happy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When he was with Lucky Strike, his skin looked like a tobacco leaf.
It did not. What? Now we're overdoing it. Wait, no. Go ahead, continue.
There are probably
We'll
more...
never get off today. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
There are probably more beautiful women
I'll get
in
off because I'm
Hollywood.
lousing up the commercial. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And me.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, there are probably more beautiful women in Hollywood than any other city. And it's in Hollywood that these glamorous beauties are thrilled with new life.
Yes, and I'd like to add another word. You know, since I've been with Lux, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
Peachy Skin, when are you going to let me sing?
All right, sing now. Come on, let's go and let him sing.
every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream, a dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life, or as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to my guest star. If you're bothered with insomnia, he needs no introduction. However, for those of you viewers who fall asleep before 11 o'clock, I would like to present a brand new star, Jack Parr. All right already, all right. Jack, I want to tell you, I can't tell you how nice it is having you on my show.
Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome, Jack.
Now, Jack, I wanted to say this.
Now, look, Jack.
Yes, Jack.
No, well, this is what I want to talk to you about. We're going to get all confused, Jack, and I'm Jack and everything. I think that as long as we're going to talk together, we should, I mean, one of us should be called Mr. See, let's say the older one, you know?
Well, that wouldn't do any good because you and I are practically the same age.
How old are you, Jack?
66.
You're 66?
I'm a Lux boy, too.
Well, anyway, really, Jack, I mean it. I can't tell you how much fun having you here for the show.
Well, it's nice to be back, Jack, and I really don't know if many of you know that my start in show business came through Mr. Benny. It was, Go ahead. Actually, it was Jack Benny who taught me how to walk and how to talk and stage presence. I don't know whether you're familiar with the great theatrical expression that an actor's greatest pay is applause. He taught me that, too. Every payday, I used to go to Mr. Benny's home and ask for my pay, and he'd applaud me for 15 minutes.
No, 13. You see, I used to keep 2 minutes for withholding. But the reason I did that, Jack, is because I wanted to impress you with something. That is, for an actor, that money, you see,
Your eyes
is
are
not
blue, aren't they?
We'll end up with a Jack Parr show. I can see that. Well, Jack, I wanted to impress you with the fact that money, that applause is more important to an actor than any material thing.
Well, you certainly impressed me, but it was hard to explain to my wife. One day, I remember she says, "Where's the money?" So I went like this. It made her so angry, she hit me with the baby. No, it's not true, and actually leveling with you, and you too. You have been saying for years that your band carouses and drinks, and if they do, how could it be possible that 20 boys could be with you all these years?
No. That technically speaking, only 10 of the boys are still.
I see 20.
No, well, I know, but you see, it wasn't easy to find a taxidermist who would do the job.
Well, he certainly did a lousy job on Frank Remley.
Oh, no, that is Remley.
No.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Your taxidermist made a horrible mistake.
Why, what happened?
There's a moose playing the piano.
A moose! Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's his own fault for playing in season.
Well, Jack, let's get back to you. Now, I understand that you're going to be here for 2 weeks to do your own show. Is that right?
That's right. I'm going to be here for 2 weeks, but I was hoping I could get someone to replace me, and I'd run over to Honolulu for a little while.
Well, that would be wonderful.
I don't know how to say this. Well, I once replaced you. Why is it possible?
Well, I don't know how to say it. But I'll tell you something. I wouldn't do your show for anything in the world. 5 nights a week, an hour and 45 minutes each night. Why, this is an art in itself. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able. You're the only guy that can do it.
Well, that's true. But I was afraid.
I was afraid you'd say that. I knew you'd say that.
And that's why I have my set backstage, and we could try it out.
A set? The set you usually do?
We have it back there. We could try it out with your audience, and we'd see how it goes. Here's a contract.
No. I wouldn't. No. I'd be afraid.
But it'll be easy.
No, it'll be easy for you, not for me. Look, it'll be easy for you because you've got Charlie Reed to help you out. Look what I've got. I've got Dennis Day and a blown-up announcer. I wouldn't do it. I can't. I could only do a show like yours if I could have Charlie Wheeler. Then maybe I could do it, but alone.
I can't.
Well, then I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't.
Well, then I would not do the show.
How do I know?
Well, I can't help it.
Excuse me. Tell him you've got Charlie Wheeler.
Weaver's back? Don't worry. Tell him. Go ahead, tell him.
He's got Charlie Wheeler. Oh, did Dennis say he's here?
He said he's here.
Oh, well, fine. Then we'll do it. Then I don't mind. What?
We're not going to walk in the set. Oh. We're not going to do that. We're going to have a theme and introduction like I have on my show.
Oh, well, then let's do it. Jack, now, how do we sit? Now, I'm supposed to be you. When I do your show, I'm here. This is where you sit.
Now, what do we do first? First, you greet the audience and say hello. You know.
Welcome the audience.
Certainly.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack. It's time for the first commercial.
Already? I just got started.
It'll only take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 17-jewel, shockproof, waterproof wristwatch. Now, watch this remarkable demonstration. There you are. This hammer can be purchased at your local
Now, what do I do now?
You must separate the first commercial from the second commercial with a little anecdote or
a joke.
Humor.
All right. Let's see.
Tell me a joke.
Well, let's see. Oh, here's one might be kind of good. There's a Scotchman was walking down the street barefoot, you see, and he was holding his shoes.
Jack, hold it. It's time for the second commercial.
Why do you have to have the commercials together so close?
I have 78 sponsors.
78 sponsors, is that good?
It's wonderful. It would take them all about 2 years if they tried to fire me.
Oh, well, that is good. That is good. Well, let me tell the story anyway. Well, all right. Now, this Scotchman was walking down the street, you see, and he had his shoes in his hands. And he was walking, and he was barefoot. Greatest piano player I've ever had. So long, Bagby. Now, what do we do next on your show? Oh, baby picture. I'll be able to do it when I do your show.
Yes.
What, will you do it? Oh, well, that's wonderful.
We have these captions, please. Sweet little baby pictures. And it's all very funny. All right, here's the first one. Drinking alone, baby. Unless you're the house detective, come in, Buster. Oh, good evening, Mr. Murrow. You're a little early, aren't you, Ed? Sweet caption. Sweet caption on this one. The caption is, Bob Hope had another great show.
Let's see that. Where did you get that silly picture of me?
Rochester took it last night as you were getting into bed.
I don't want these crates. Listen, I won't do your show unless I can have Charlie Weaver. Now, I want Charlie Weaver. Listen, I won't do it without Charlie Weaver.
Somebody call my name? Well, these are my people. Hello, honey.
Charlie,
Yeah.
this is Jack Benny.
Oh, Jack Benny. Nice to meet you. Local boy.
Jack Benny, the famous comedian.
Oh, yeah, well, why didn't you tell me? Well, Mama's talked about you. Yes, sir. Saw you in Mount Ida at the Crawdad Room at Snyder's Swamp. Pleasure. Gee, what a handshake. I felt better muscles than a pound of liver.
What's wrong with my handshake?
Well, Sonny, let's put it this way. If you were locked in a barn with a milking cow, you'd starve to death.
I hear that. I didn't bring you here to insult you.
Oh, well, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Hey, did anybody ever tell you you look like Leonard Box?
Leonard Box? No.
Are you sure you're not related to Leonard?
No, not at all.
Got the same hangdog eyes.
What? No, I don't know.
No boxes in your family?
No boxes in my family.
No boxes at all. Well, how do you carry out your rubbish? Oh, got a seizure.
This guy is wonderful. Listen, if I can have Charlie Weaver, I'll work. Here, I'll sign the cop. I'll work a month on your show. If I can have Charlie Weaver. Yes, sir. There you are.
He writes.
Right. All right. Charlie, you can go now. Thank you, Charlie. No, wait a minute, Charlie. Wait a minute, come
Charlie,
here.
go.
Come here. No, here. I want to talk to you a minute. Where are you going?
I got to be running back to Mount Ida. You see, I'm doing a telethon. We got to raise some money for new fire equipment. The stuff they got now is just a disgrace.
Pretty bad, eh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what happened. Last week, the firehouse went on fire and the hose wouldn't reach. Yes, sir. Burned the whole thing down. Lost the mascot and everything. Oh, it was terrible. It was one of the saddest moments of my life. I can remember it now. There was Dollar Stein reading the eulogy, and Gomar Cool, he was saying, Daniel!
Jack Clark! I want my contract. No, you don't. You signed it. I signed it under false pretenses. That's it. I wanted Charlie Weaver, and you got me a crazy usher. Now listen here. This is your fault too, you know.
You hit me and I'll tell Mama.
Oh, shut up! If you think I'm going to work with him, you're crazy. Hit the music. How can they hit the music? They're stuffed. Not all. Oh, well. You did a wonderful job as Charlie Weaver.
Well, thank you, honey.
So,
Looks like Leonard Box.
Jack, I want to tell you, it's so nice having you. You were just wonderful.
If I was so wonderful, why don't you pay me?
What's that for?
You can keep the money, honey.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday night, be sure to watch the George Gobel Show, which is sponsored by Stripe, the Stripe Red and White toothpaste. And I'll be back in 2 weeks when my guests will be my entire fan club from Pasadena, California. You mustn't miss it. And now, in keeping with the new CBS policy, we want to tell the truth. We want to show our viewers our live audience, if you please.
Going out of the parking lot. And watch yourself. Good night.
This is Jack again. Now stay tuned for What's My Line on most of these stations. Gee, I wonder if they'd ever guess that I'm a violinist.
The Jack Benny program will return in 2 weeks. Next week, be sure to watch the George Gobel Show as guest Eve Arden, brought to you by Stripe. The Jack Benny program is a J&M production.
Take a tour of a place from the comfort of your phone.
Ken Murray and his sponsor, Anheuser-Busch, makers of Budweiser, are glad to relinquish their time tonight so that we may bring you this special telecast of the Jack Benny Show. Ken Murray will be back again, as usual, next week at this same time. For the first time on television, the Jack Benny Show, brought to you by the makers of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike day.
Hi, neighbor. This is Snooky Lanson. You made your plans for Halloween yet? Well, so have we, and we're on a ghost-to-ghost hookup right now.
I'll ring your doorbell Tuesday night, don't hide behind the screen. I'll bring you packs of Lucky for a happy Halloween. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Let's face it, folks, no other smoke could light me up so gaily. These Luckies are so rich and mild, I smoke a carton daily.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, sir, there's just no doubt about it, neighbor. At Halloween or at any other time, when you've got Luckies on hand, you're bound to have a happy time of it. Why? Because you just can't beat that wonderful combination of perfect mildness and rich, true tobacco taste. Now, you take that mildness part a Lucky gives you. Well, a Lucky gives you perfect mildness every time. That's what I said. And that's what those scientific tests say, too. And remember, they proved Luckies are milder than any other principal brand. And as for that rich taste of Lucky Strike, why, shucks, you can find out all about that just by lighting a Lucky Strike. Say, how about that? Join me in a Lucky right now. Learn what a difference truly fine tobacco makes in your own deep-down smoking enjoyment. Because only fine tobacco can always give you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And partner, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So why don't you be happy? Go Lucky. Try a carton today.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
65th Street and Broadway. Let them off, please. Don't block the aisle, let them off. Watch it when you're talking.
me a cheap guy. I asked him for his autograph, and he charged me 8 cents.
Cheers the bakers and grocers and clerks. So we're the sportsmen from the radio. We watered, we stuttered, and we've gone berserk to make those Lucky Strike commercials go. What we do to a song is really sad. What other business pays you to be bad? There's no business like show business like no business we know. Rochester, John Wilson, and Jack Benny, Dinosaur, and all the stars you'll meet. As for money, we get hardly any. We work for Benny, we gotta eat. There's no trouble like our trouble when we try to collect. We'd be better off if we were home in bed, but no, not us to television instead. Hear from Benny, now don't breathe a word we said. Let's go on this show.
I'd give $1 million to know how I look. Well, it's too late now. But ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you before we start the show how I happened to get in television at this time. You see, all last year it got to be a little bit embarrassing because, a lot of my fans would write to me and my friends would ask me, they want to know why I wasn't in television. They want to know if I was afraid of it. If I was nervous about it. I mean, it was ridiculous, really. No, I wasn't nervous or afraid. It was my sponsor who didn't have the nerve. But, of course, now that we're in it, he's really going to plunge this time. I'm going to be on television once every 8 weeks. Every 8 weeks, I'm going to do a television show, so don't expect to see my program advertised on your television page in the newspaper. You'll probably find it on your calendar under full moon. But I love it. I tell you, I love it. I just got in it. I don't know. But the thing that I like about this medium, it's going to bring me into New York at least 4 times a year. And that's the one thing I'm not saying it. No, really, I'm not saying this because you're sitting here, but I love New York. I don't know, you've got to get away from California once in a while. You see, I love it there, too. But here, there's so much excitement in New York. I don't know, but, guys, I've only been here 10 days, and $30 went like that. Next time I'm coming alone. Of course, I know what you're laughing at. You probably listen to my radio program and you think that I'm stingy and miserly. And, of course, that is a character, ladies and gentlemen, that I assume... No, really, purely for your entertainment, because I'm not stingy or anything like that. Although I must say that while in New York, I do have to be a little bit careful about expenses. You see, as a matter of fact, right now I'm sort of roughing it. Here, I'm living in a modest place. I have a room overlooking the beautiful Sherry Netherlands Hotel. I thought it was better than paying the Sherry Netherlands prices and overlook the dump that I'm living in. But I mustn't stay out here too long. I have to sort of be the MC for this. I really don't need these glasses. I just use them for seeing. Holy smokes, there's an audience here. But of course, most comedians, I noticed, I meant to say this before, are always nervous. I've watched their first shows, and most of them are nervous, but I'm not at all. I feel this way I am. I mean, this is my character. You see what I mean? If I'm a success tonight, all right. You know? If not, I'll kill myself. But the reason that Mary, how do I look? Now, the reason I have this card here is because during rehearsal, you see, we've changed the show around so many times that I keep forgetting what comes on next, see? So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to introduce next a fellow who has been with me for about... Pardon me a moment.
Joe, move light number 5 a little to the left. He's getting too much shadow on his face. And another thing, don't shoot from that side camera. You can't take a profile. It makes him look lousy.
Look. Oh, pardon.
Everything else is okay.
Look, mister.
Hi, it's okay. Hey, when you come to New York?
Look, what are you doing here?
I'm saying hello to my aunt in California.
Look, this is a live show. You see, we only go as far as St. Louis or Kansas City. Doesn't go. This probably won't reach California for about 2 weeks.
Oh, I was talking to a critic during rehearsal, and he said if the wind is right, they may get it tonight.
You know, if he trimmed his mustache a little, he'd look like Mary's sister, Babe. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I started to present, I know you'll be very, very happy to meet, my radio announcer. Now, I've been in radio 19 years, and he's been with me 17 of those 19 years. Don Wilson. I was just telling all the folks out there that you have been with me 17 of my 19 years in radio.
Well, thanks, Jack. And I must say those 17 years have been very happy ones.
Well, thank you, Don.
Not fruitful, but happy.
Yes.
Jack, I'd like to add that I hope I'll be with you for 17 years in television.
Well, Don, we can't be sure of that. I hope so, too, of 17 years, so let's at least make the most of this hour now. Of course, I'm not nervous, Don, as I was telling him before about television, because of my experiences in the movies. You see, as a matter of fact, right now I have a 10-year contract with Warner Brothers, and there's a clause in it that permits me to do television shows.
Oh, really?
Yes. That was good, the way you said that. 2 words and what he made out of it. So, yes, Don, this is right under the clause that prevents me from making pictures. See, I didn't realize when the horn blew at midnight that it was blowing taps. But look at Don. Would you like to... anyway,
well, Jack, getting back to television for just a moment.
I'm glad you got me out of that spot.
I think we're going to find the things we did in radio won't always fit here.
What do you mean, Don?
Well, now, for instance, on radio, you always talked about how fat I am. And you got laughs talking about how many chins I have. Now everybody can see I only have one.
Yeah. Well, I thought the makeup man did a marvelous job cementing them together. But look at Don, would you like to introduce the members of the show, the cast?
Oh, yes, indeed I would, Jack, but right now it's time for a commercial.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'll leave you alone.
Oh, no, Jack, stay right here. I want you to help me with it.
With the commercial?
Yes. Do you have a package of Lucky Strike with you?
Well, I generally have. I should have a package. Here's some... Oh, thank you. Now, We're always ready. Always. Now, what should I do now? What do I do?
Well, Jack, I'll explain it to you. Come here just a minute.
Yeah.
Just hold it.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, go ahead.
Okay. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both real mildness and rich taste in one grand cigarette, Lucky Strike. Only fine tobacco gives you both real mildness and rich taste. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky.
LS-MFT.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For real deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco,
Can I change
Lucky Strike. Yes, go right ahead, Jack. Change is perfectly all right.
Okay.
Now, scientific tests prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And why?
LS-MFT.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Thank you.
Well, Don, that was just one. You can even have it.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. That was really great. And now that you got your little message over, now would you like to introduce some of the stars? Like Dinah Shore. Would you like to introduce Dinah Shore?
Indeed I would, Jack, but I thought you told me you were going to have Olson and Johnson as guests.
Well, we were going to have Olson and Johnson, but they had some silly comedy idea of blowing up the theater. You know? I was afraid of it, you see. So we're having Dinah Shore instead.
Well, this just happened a couple of days ago then, didn't it?
Oh, no, Don. You see, this was about 3 weeks ago. You see, I was home in Beverly Hills, you know, and I realized the time was getting short, and I ought to do something about getting a television show together, you see. So I
Hello, Polly. When whippoorwills call, can't hear them at all. I'm busy in my blue heaven. From morning till night, as long as it's light, I'm working in my blue heaven. You see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room. A violin is always playing love and blues. Mr. Benny and me, and Polly, we're happy in my blue heaven. Work. That's all I do around here 7 days a week.
Mr. Benny and me, and Bobby McSpray.
Ah, shut up. You can't see or hear anything without repeating it. Always got your beak in somebody else's business. radio and television during the full moon. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Rochester. This is Susie.
Hello, Susie.
Rochester, can I talk?
Yeah, Mr. Benny's down at CBS telling the executives what he's going to do on his first television show.
Oh.
Susie, you're not calling off our date for tonight, are you?
Oh, no. I just wanted to know if you can get Mr. Benny's car for tonight.
Well, Susie, I wouldn't use the car tonight. You see, Mr. Benny drove it down to CBS this afternoon.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, we have a rule in this house. If we take the car any place and it brings us back the same day, we don't press our luck any further.
Oh, well, all right then. I'll meet you at 8 o'clock anyway.
Okay, say, Susie.
Yes?
Be sure to wear that same blue satin dress you wore the first night I met you.
But, Rochester, that dress is so tight.
Yeah. So long, Susie. I'll see you tonight. Goodbye. Well, I better hurry and get my work done. The boss ought to be here pretty soon. George Washington, Jack Benny, and Abraham Lincoln. Two presidents and the honorary mayor of Cucamonga. Uh-oh, here comes the boss now. Uh-oh, threw him in the pool again. Mr. Benny, are you all right? Hey, boss. Boss, are you all right?
Rochester, what are you yelling about?
Boss! Oh, you're all right?
Yeah.
Oh, how things go at CBS today?
Oh, fine, Rochester. Wonderful.
Oh,
everybody was trying to be so helpful.
Oh, that's
and I appreciate it, too. You see, this medium is entirely different. I mean, that's the way they explained it to me. You see, in television, you're not supposed to be conscious of a studio audience. You know, you're supposed to look like you're not entertaining anybody.
Boss, I saw your last rehearsal. You've got nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Rochester. But one show under my belt and everything will be all right. I'll have a lot to do after that. Oh, hello, Polly. Daddy didn't mean to neglect you. How do things go today?
Count the fruit. Count the fruit.
What?
Count the fruit.
Rochester, did you eat a banana? Rochester, answer me. Did you eat a banana?
Yes, boss, and I might as well tell you I ate an apple, too.
An apple when?
Last July.
Last July? Well, why tell me about it now?
What's the difference? You'll find out about it in January when you take inventory.
Rochester, I don't mind you taking fruit. I just want you to mark it down in a book so I'll know where I stand. That's all. Ah, Polly, you're going to be proud of Daddy pretty soon. Daddy's going to go on television, you know. Oh, isn't that cute? She laid an egg.
Yeah, I hope it ain't catching. Say, boss, would you like to have me fix you something to eat?
No, just a sandwich is all right, Rochester, because I'm not very hungry. I'll get the door. Come in. Well, hello, Mr. Pitzer. Well, come in.
Thank you very much.
Say, this is really a surprise. I mean, what are you doing in this neighborhood?
Well, I heard you're going to New York on television, so I just came by to wish you a very happy video.
Oh, well, thank you very, very much. Sit down.
Thank you
Sit down.
very much. Oh, oh my, how I envy you going to New York. What a city, what a city.
You come from there, don't you, Mr. Kitzel?
Not exactly. You see, I was born in a suburb from New York.
A suburb of New York, which one?
Ellis Island.
Well, look, you couldn't have been born in Ellis Island. I thought that's where immigrants just passed through.
Oh, in those days, they held you up a long time.
Oh.
Well, look what we got.
That's all right, Polly.
It's the first time I ever saw a burglar alarm with feathers.
She didn't mean anything. Really, help yourself.
No, thank you. I don't want to make the Polly nervous.
Well, you really like New York, eh, Mr. Kitzel?
What I wouldn't give to be back in New York, to walk once again down Broadway, to see those theaters and those crowds and that big electric sign in front of the Times building.
Oh, you mean the sign that has all the news on it, you know, that goes by in lights?
Yeah, that's the one. What an invention. What other corner of the world could you get hit by a car and read about it while you're laying there waiting for the ambulance?
That's right. It's the only place it could happen, right?
Yeah.
What are you looking for, Mr. Kitzel?
A cigarette.
Oh.
Oh, here.
Oh, is that empty again?
Just recently empty.
Yes.
Mr. Benny, you got a cigarette?
A cigarette?
Yes.
Why, certainly, Mr. Kitzel. Of course, right over here. Come right here.
You mean from the machine?
Yes.
Maybe in Beverly Hills it's fashionable. Well, Mr. Benny, I guess I got to be running along now, but
Well,
before I go, I want to wish you again good luck on television.
Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Kitzel. It was awfully nice of you to drop in.
Nice to be here.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come again. See me again. He's such a nice guy, that Kitzel, isn't he?
Very good sandwich.
All right, leave it right over there, Rochester. I got to figure out what I'm going to do on my show. On the first show, I haven't got it figured out yet. Now, first, I've got to have an over... Oh, Miss Higgins, use the Bendix on the end. The others are reserved, right? On my first show, I'm going to have, I'll have the overture, and then I'll, Rochester, you've been putting a little too much bluing in my murine lately. And then I'll have the quartet, and I'll have them sing something about show business, maybe the quartet, a number about show business, and then... See, my teeth are beautiful. And, I knew I forgot something. Hey, Rochester, Mr. Paley wanted me to get a guest star, and I promised him that I'd try and get Dinah Shore. Let's see, I know I got her number here somewhere. The Dinah Shore.
Crestview, 71116.
Quiet, Polly. The Dinah Shore.
Crestview, 71116.
Polly, quiet. See, oh, here it is, Dinah Shore. Crestview 71115. Yeah. Crestview 71115.
What number did you dial, please?
Oh, Crestview 71115.
That number has been changed to Crestview 71116.
Okay, ring that number, will you, operator? Hello, I'd like to speak to Dinah Shore, please.
This is Miss Shore speaking.
Oh, hello, Dinah.
Hello, who's this?
Yes.
Well, I haven't the faintest idea.
What's up?
Well, look, I don't know who you are, and I'm
Now,
awfully...
look, I'll give you a hint. About 6 years ago, you were making pictures at MGM, weren't you?
That's right.
Well, now, who had the dressing room next to yours?
Oh, hello, Ava!
No, look, Dinah. Ava Gardner had the dressing room on one side of you. Now, who had the one on the other side?
That was the washroom.
Only part of it. Look, Dinah, this is Jack Benny.
Oh, Jack, hello. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh, it's been almost a year now.
That's right.
Now, look, Dinah, here's why I called.
Well, look, Jack, if it's about my Christmas cards, I've already...
No, I was going to call you about that later. Now, Dinah, the reason I called is because on October 28th, on Saturday, I'm going to do my first television show, and I'd love to have you as my guest.
Well, Jack, I'm very flattered. How'd you happen to think of me?
Well, I saw you on Bob Hope's program about 6 weeks ago. I thought you were just wonderful.
Thank you.
And, of course, Dinah, between you and me, I would have never let you do that last number, you know. That's the one.
Which one was that, Jack?
The one where you were dressed in those tight slacks and you kept walking up and down the stage swinging your hips.
That was Bob.
Oh. Well, I couldn't get near the screen, you know. It was so crowded in front of the store. Well, look, Dinah, how much money would you want to be a guest on my program?
Oh, Jack, I don't think we ought to talk about money. Now the important thing is to do a good show. What would you want me to sing?
Well, I don't know. I imagine you'd be the best judge of that, you know.
Well, those old standards are always good. Something like, let me sing a little bit of one for you and see how you like it, all right?
All
right. Ask the sky above and ask the earth below. Why I'm so in love and why I love you so. You remember this one, Jack?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you why I tried it. Just tried it. I'm yours. Can you hear me?
Oh, fine.
When you went away, you left a glowing star, trying to begin. It's just whispering in the dark. I am only what you make me. Come take me. I'm yours. How happy I would be to beg and borrow with you, even though I knew tomorrow you'd say.
What'd you say, Nana? Nana, what'd you say?
Oh, Jack, I'm sorry. I got carried away. If we drift apart, then I'll be lost alone. So you use my heart to pour stepping stone. How can I help dreaming of you? I love you. I'm Jack.
Oh, that was wonderful, Dinah. It sounded swell. Now, getting back to business, Dinah, how much money would you want to be a guest? Huh?
Oh, Jack, I don't know how much money to ask for. I'm not much of a business.
Well, anything. Just name a price. I mean, I won't take advantage of you.
Well, Jack, I think you ought to pay me what I got on my last television show.
How much was that?
$5,000.
Well, I think...
Jack?
Thank you, Rochester.
You're welcome.
Look,
how much money did you ask for?
$5,000.
Dinah.
What happened, Jack?
Look, I'm all right. I'm all right now, Dinah. But look at, let's do this in a business-like way. I think 5,000 is too much. Now I could go as high.
Your time is up. Deposit 5 cents for another 3 minutes, please.
Oh, Dinah.
You called me, Jack.
Oh, yes. Now look, Dinah, won't you reconsider that? I think it's just a little bit too much.
Oh, Jack, what have you got against $5,000?
Nothing. That's why I'd like to keep it. Look at Dinah.
Look, Jack,
What?
we shouldn't be talking business. That's what we have agents for.
Well,
You see, my agent's name is Tax Driver. Why don't you have your agent call my agent?
well, all right. That's the way you want it, Dinah. That's the way it'll be. You know?
I think it's better that way, Jack.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, Dinah.
Yes,
Listen, when we do our show, wear that green taffeta dress. You know.
The blue one.
Polly, look, wear that green taffeta dress.
The blue one.
All right, wear that blue dress.
Oh, Jack, that blue dress is so tight.
All right, Dinah, wear anything. I'll see you there, huh? Goodbye. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as I tried to explain to Don Wilson, that's the way we had Dinah Shore. Now, before I bring her around, though, I think it's no more than right that I thank the Anheuser-Busch people for, how do I look now? Anything for a laugh, even if you look lousy. But I want to thank the Anheuser-Busch people for giving me these 45 minutes. And I also would like to thank my very, very dear friend, that very fine comedian, who's the star of that show, Mr. Ken Murray, personally. And he's right here, and I'd just like to have him say it. Well, I see you're smoking a cigarette, huh?
Yeah, I got your letter.
Ken, I want to thank you very, very much for being on my show. I really do.
Well, that's nothing, Jack. I would do anything in the world for you. I'd give you my shirt.
Really?
Yeah. You do the best laundry in town, don't you?
Are you one of my customers?
I certainly am. Just take a look at that NSM.
Oh, yes. No starch, Murray.
That's me. Clean but limpy. Listen, let me say one word, will you? You're a little behind. The fellow just came back and said, rush it up, but that's all right. I want to tell you I dropped by to wish you all the luck in the world to one of the very nicest fellows in our business, you. And good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really do have to. It's a shame. You never know how to time these first shows. I'd like to bring you my guest star now, the most popular singer of popular songs in America, Miss Dinah Shore. For $5,000, you could have walked faster, you know. Well, Dinah, I'm very happy you're on the show. Now, tell me, what are you going to sing for your first number?
I thought I'd sing Tessa's Torch song.
Oh, that's wonderful. But look at, Dinah, do you think it would help your number if I accompanied you on the violin?
Well, Jack, that's very sweet of you, but I don't want you to go to all that.
Oh, it's no bother. I have the violin with me right in my dressing room, yeah?
Well, Jack, you see, I've already rehearsed it with the orchestra, and I think any added instrument might make me a little nervous.
Well, it was just a suggestion, you know. You know, maybe some other time, huh?
Yes.
Well, thanks just the same, you know. Good luck.
Thank you. I had a man was a good man. That is, you see, what I mean is I thought he was a good man. I had a friend. He was a good friend. I told my friend about my man, 'cause I thought she was a good friend. got no friends. I'll bet you can guess just exactly what happened. That was the end of my friend, the end of my man, and darn near the end of me.
Just wonderful. Well, really, Dinah, that was awfully good. You know, Dinah, what I was thinking, though, before, it seems that I don't know, all week we've been here rehearsing, you know, and, I don't know, I never got to see you at all this week. You'd come in the theater alone, and you'd leave alone, and I was just wondering that if tonight, now that the excitement of the first show is over, I was wondering if you mind maybe if we went out together and I'd take you home afterwards, you know?
Oh, Jack, I can't see any harm in that.
Oh, I wish you could.
Oh, Jack, you're cute.
LSMFT. Oh, I got so many. That's just nervousness, you know? That's all. It's a shame we have to rush like. But look at Dinah. Why don't you go out with me tonight?
Jack, you know, I like to know a little more about somebody when I go out with them. I haven't known you awfully long.
What do you mean?
Well, there's just a few things a girl ought to find out. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What?
Now, for instance, do you take your tea with cream? And in your favorite dream, is there a house with a view? And would your heart go boom, boom, boom if I was walking through the room? I ought to know more about you. If we really have a date and we can stay out late, just tell me, what will you do? Can we try by...
I ought to know more about you.
Are you really 39, or are you 49, or are you 72? And I would like to know so much if we go out, do we go Dutch? I ought to know more about you. We're asking questions now.
I'd like to know somehow just what we're both gonna do. Can I have a real good time and be back home at 9:30? I ought to know more. I ought to know more. I ought to know more. I know.
Just take a rest, you like, do you smoke lucky stripes like all the smart people do? And do you love to puff and puff because you know they're never rough? We ought to know more about you.
I smoke luckies like you all. I'm on for Oxidol. Remember my sponsor too.
And while you're walking, you'll agree it's always LSMFT. We ought to know more about you. After all is said and done, it's lucky 2 to 1.
I know, but that's nothing new.
Hey, don't you think that's really stacked? So round, so firm, so fully packed.
See, for a minute I thought they were talking about me. I ought to know more.
We ought to know more. We gotta know more about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time is nearly up, and I don't believe you'd want to leave without hearing my theme song, Love and Blue. Thank you, if you please.
Dear friends, our program ends, and now it's time for pardon. Until next time, smoke lucky strike, enjoy 'em by the carton. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today. Yes, friends, enjoy your cigarette.
Enjoy truly fine tobacco that always combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. So remember, make your next carton Lucky Strike. Be happy, so lucky right today.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
From Television City in Hollywood, the Jack Benny Program with Jack's special guest, Mike Wallace. Brought to you by Lipton Tea. The brisk tea in the flow-through tea bag for full-strength flavor. Brisk Lipton Tea.
This is the workaday me. Brushing, gulping my coffee. And this is the take it easy me, enjoying a change of pace with my change of pace drink.
It satisfies you like coffee, but refreshes you better. Brisk Lipton Tea. It's your change of pace and flavor. Tastes so much cleaner and fresher. It's your change of pace and refreshment. That brisk flavor gives you a friendlier lift. It's one tea that's different, blended to the American taste, with choice orange pico tea leaves. Better tea in a better tea bag. Ordinary tea bags have only two sides, but the Lipton flow-through tea bag has 4 brewing sides. The boiling water swirls inside, outside, all around, brews full-strength flavor, gives you that Lipton lift. So change your pace with a change of pace drink. Brisk Lipton Tea.
Has Jack showed up yet?
Not yet.
Does he know about the game?
He knows.
Hello, Mr. Curtis. How are you?
What's holding things up? We were supposed to tee off about 20 minutes ago.
I know, but Jack isn't here yet.
Well, why wait for Jack? Let's get somebody else to be our caddy.
No, Tony. Today he's going to play with us.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, this must be Jack's bag. I can tell by the pencil sharpener.
Pencil sharpener?
Yeah, every time Jack breaks a tee, he puts a new point on it.
Oh, here comes Johnny Gray. Johnny.
Hello, Johnny.
How about a game? We'd love to, Johnny. We're sorry, but we're waiting for Jack Benny.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that Jack's bag?
Pencil sharpener. That's it.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, last week I played with Jack, and I just found the balls I couldn't find when he was helping me look for them.
Oh, Jack wouldn't do a thing like that.
Bob, Jack not only steals golf balls, but he cheats on scores. He argues all the time, kicks the ball, talks while you're putting, and he's miserable company.
Well, then why do you play with him?
He's my best friend. Sure, he's like that. Why do you play with him? Why don't you play with me?
Oh, I couldn't do that. I owe Jack an awful lot.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What do you owe Jack?
Well, you know that picture I made, Something Like It Hot, where I dressed up like a girl?
Yeah?
Well, he taught me how to walk.
Sorry, Johnny. Maybe some other time, huh?
Well, maybe it's just as well. I got some things to do in Beverly. I'll be back later, fellas.
Okay, Johnny.
Well, I wonder what's holding Jack up.
Well, it's just one thing holding him up. You know, he's starting his new television season this week, and he's probably home working on it.
Oh.
Well, here you are, boys.
Oh, thanks.
Now, look, fellas, it says here to the tune of Camptown Races. Do you know it?
Yeah,
we know it. Well, good. Go ahead. Let's try it.
Yeah, fine, all right.
Who's the man we all adore? Benny, Benny. Who's the whole world waiting for? Nobody else but Jack. His eyes are baby blue. He'll thrill you through and through. The greatest thing on your TV screen, Jack Benny is his name.
Oh, brother! Who wrote these lyrics?
I did, and don't change one word. Now, Don, all I want is a wonderful arrangement. Yes. Oh, yes, thank you. All I want is a wonderful arrangement of this number. It'll be great. It'll be great for the opening show. Now, have the scripts been delivered yet?
Right there on the table, Jack.
Good, good. Yeah, all Well, my writers have certainly improved, haven't they?
Improved?
Yeah, look, Don. After 20 years, they finally learned how to spell my name. Look at there. Benny, they got 2 N's.
You mean they're spelling it with only 1?
No, 3. Now, Don.
Oh, Jack, look, just a minute. Doesn't it make you a bit nervous have someone measuring you like that?
No, not as long as I'm standing up. Now, Don, I want to tell you something. I was never so excited in my life at the opening of a season. And you know why? Because this year, I'm going on every week.
Well, Jack, I meant to talk to you about that. Now, look, don't you think going on every week will be a strain for you?
What do you mean, strain? For heaven's sake, I feel like a kid. Come on, let's go, Stanley. Let's go to the other room around the sports hall. Okay. Oh, though we're waiting for Benny.
I'll get it, Jack. What's this all about?
I just got back from my vacation. I had a wonderful time.
Well, all vacations have to come to an end. When did yours begin?
Yesterday.
Rochester, you've been working for Mr. Benny for 20 years, and he gave you a one-day vacation?
He had to. I let it accumulate.
Oh, hello, boss. Well, it's about time you got back.
That sooner. But this afternoon, I was a guest star on I Search on Adventure.
That must be a new show, I Search on Adventure. I'm sure. Well, look, wake up with the equipment.
Oh, this is nothing. Underneath, I'm wearing a itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny yellow
Say, Don, Don, have you got the commercials ready with the quartet for our...
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack, not yet.
Don, our opening show, we got 2 alternating sponsors this year. Lipton Tea and State Farm Insurance.
Yes, I know, Jack, but we'll get to work on it right now, right?
Well, please do.
Let's want the other one to work on it.
Go ahead, for heaven's sake. Get started. I get it. Hello?
Hey, this is George with the club waiting for you.
I'll be there right away, George.
Good. Jack, there's something I'd like to ask you.
What?
You got a new publicity man?
Yeah, why?
Well, I was walking down the street this morning, and a pedestrian was run over by a truck, and then the tire marks on his back said, "Watch Jack Benny every Sunday."
Oh, now that's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't go that far.
He wouldn't, There's even a big sign on Sunset Boulevard that says Nixon and Kennedy are voting for you.
Well, he probably went a little bit overboard because see, it's important that people know I'm going to be on every week this year.
I'd like to talk to you about that. I think you're nuts to go on there. You're not 39.
Oh, George.
Or 49.
Oh, forget it.
Or 50.
Never mind.
Or 90.
Understand why everybody is worried about my going on.
I'm worried too, boss.
Huh?
Yeah, it almost ruined my vacation.
I don't care about vacation. I feel wonderful. I'm going out to Hillcrest and play golf. I know what's good. And I'm going to yum pa bum 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 bum. A rock. The there's a note on it. Please watch Jack Benny every Sunday. You didn't have to throw it through my window, stupid publicity man.
Watchman and I worked out a commercial interview.
Boy, left. Here's a date to make off over to the club.
Honest, we've got a wonderful commercial worked out. I want him to hear it.
Why don't you have the boys sing it to me? I'll tell Mr. Benny about it.
Hey, what's the idea, fella? All right, sister, you listen to this real good. Go ahead, sing it for him, fella.
What are we campaigning for? Listen, listen. What's the whole world waiting for? A couple of Lipton tea. Oh, Lipton tea. Lipton for you and me. Lipton is the people's choice, and Lipton we all agree. We want Lipton. We want Lipton.
My friends, there's one thing I want to say to you right here and now. It's time for a change. A change of pace, that is. And I promise you, if I'm elected, there'll be 2 cheese bags in every with lemon or green. That's not the issue, right?
The change of pace. Lipton, Lipton. Other drinks are commonplace. Change to Lipton tea. At least one meal in 3. You should drink Lipton tea. This election's in the bag. Vote for Lipton tea. Lipton tea will be the people's choice. Join the big parade. To listen every time. Lipton will full sway. In the old pot tonight. In the old pot tonight.
Hi, Sidney.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. I was just fixing your clothes.
Oh, fine.
Yes, sir. I polished your wood, cleaned your iron, and emptied your pencil cup.
Thanks.
I'll get the shoes for you.
Okay.
What happened? I was just walking back here from Wilshire Boulevard, minding my own business, and I hit my truck.
Well, you should be careful the way you cross the street.
I was on the sidewalk.
I thought George was kidding.
Hey, Dave, finally got it.
Yeah, hello.
You know my promise.
My offer, heaven's sake, I did my promise. What are you doing? I came out to line up together. Incidentally, I'd love to give you sometime. Well, maybe not, you see, but right now I'm going to be so busy I don't think I'd have time to fit it in.
Oh?
Yeah, you see, I'm going to do a television show every week.
You're going to do a television show every week?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
See you later. Bye. He hopes I know what I'm doing. You know, George, I wouldn't go on like Wall at the show if I had. That guy can cut you to ribbons. He knows what I'm doing.
He's right. When I said, oh, you show every week. You think you got the stamina for that kind of money?
Well, George, all right, so I'll be busy. So what'll I do? I'll just cut down on my golf.
Cut down. You're only playing 4 holes now.
4 holes. Last week I played 6 holes.
I know the whole club is talking about it. Talking about another thing. Why don't you rent one of those golf carts?
Rent a golf cart?
Yeah.
Why should I rent a golf cart? Look, my caddy happens to be an Indian. And if he wants me to carry me like a papoose, that's his business.
90. 125.
Oh!
Look, Max, I don't mind betting with you
you, but you'll have to give me 3 strokes.
3 strokes? You've never given me a break like that.
What are you talking about? Didn't I give you 8 to 5? That if Benny goes on every week, he'll have a finished the season?
Jack, we're waiting for you. Come on.
Tony, look, you fellas go ahead and play. Play without me.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, I've got a lot of things to do now, you know.
Okay.
Won't be able to-
See you later. Bob, Jack's not going to play with us. You tell George. I'll tell the Indians.
I don't know, maybe they're right. Maybe doing a show every week is too much for me. Oh, for heaven, that's ridiculous. I've got the energy to do it. I mean, how many guys my age can do this? It's getting a little tougher all the time. I think I'll go home.
Oh, it's you, boss. Would you forget your key?
No, it's in the lock. They didn't have the strength to turn it.
Sure looks tired. You must play 5 holes today.
I didn't play at all.
Well, then why is
I'm tired, Rochester. I'm tired, that's all. I'm just tired. I want to just sit down and relax.
Well, okay,
Leave me
then.
alone, will you, please?
I'll turn the radio for you.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm going on every week just to say, yeah, I can't be that old. What's the matter with everybody? I should go on every week. Gee, everybody wants me to. They all like me. Gosh, even Kennedy and Nixon are voting for me. I saw it on the billboard on the way home. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going on every week. I always wanted to go on every week, and that's just what I'm going to do. Every week on TV. I don't care.
That's what I want to talk to you about. Doing a show every week. Oh, is that the string? Every week. The string. Every week. The string.
Every week. Every week. That's just what I'm going to do. All for the
The George Burns voice and the Zonai voice kind of go together. They're both all
Everybody wants me. Going on every week. Where am I? Where am I? Mike. Mike Wallace. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm interviewing you. We're on television. I'm giving you a chance to defend yourself before all my viewers.
Defend myself? I mean, what did I do?
It's not what you did. It's what you're going to do. You're going on television every week this year, isn't that right?
Yes. Yes, you see, I used to go on just once a month, you know. And then for years I went on every other week, you know, Mike? And now I just thought that maybe this year it would be good if I went on every week.
Benny, why are you driving yourself this way? What are you trying to prove?
Prove? Nothing.
Then why don't you quit?
Quit?
Certainly you've got a lot of money.
I know, but I haven't got it all.
Mr. Benny, why are you so greedy? You have such a lust for money. Could it be in your background? There must be a reason.
My background?
Yes. Tell me something about your family.
My family?
Yes.
Well, Mike, when I was a very, very young fellow, you see, my mother used to walk along the railroad track all day long and pick up little pieces of coal just so we could have some heat in the house, you know? And then my father, in the wintertime, in the coldest days, he would shovel coal all day long just to earn a few pennies an hour.
Now, I take it you were very poor.
No, they were poor. I was doing fine.
Benny, what makes you think that you're so important, so much in demand that people want to see you every week? What gives you the impression that you are so admired?
Because I am. Everybody loves me. They even wrote a song about me. A beautiful song.
Who's the man that we have for? Benny. Benny. Who's the country's biggest bore? Nobody else but Jack.
That's not the way the lyrics went. They changed the lyrics, Mike.
We have our tipsy cheeks and gold.
That's not the way they were written. Mike, I swear. Mike, they were changed. That's not the way they were written. That's not the way they were written.
Stop doubting. I would like to go just a little bit deeper into your background.
You would, eh? Well, then if you're going to ask me questions, get that light out of my eye. I don't want that. Get that out of my eye. I don't want that light.
This isn't a light, it's my reflection. Yeah, I'm your doctor.
My doctor?
When I heard you were going on television every week, I wasn't right over. You now say, ah.
Ah.
That's strange. What's the matter? Somebody's written on your tongue, what's Jack Benny every week?
That wasn't me. That was my stupid publicity man. Surely.
Please be quiet. I'm trying to give you a physical checkup. You know, the odds are 9 to 5 you'll never finish the season.
It is not. It's 8 to 5. I heard it myself at Hillcrest. They're laying 8 to 5. 8 to 5. I think I'll take it.
Mr. Doctor, I do wish you wouldn't go on television every week this year.
Why? Don't you think I can stand it?
Oh, you might, but I'm not sure I can.
I don't care about you. I'm going on every week, and I don't want to hear any more about it by anybody.
Mr. Benny,
every week I'm getting
Mr.
sick of
Benny,
it.
will you please sit down?
Yes. Because I have to preserve my strength. Because I'm going on every week.
But why? Why every week?
Because I'm a big star. And everybody loves me.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Well, I just happen to have a few quotes here that I would like for you to listen to. First of all, here is one from an article written by Charles de Gaulle of France. And I quote,
Depuis de longues années, je suis un grand admirateur de ce fameux personnage qui est bien connu comme un vrai ami de notre pays. Généralement, nous l'aimons beaucoup, but not every week.
and here is...
Chevalier is a friend of mine.
Here is another quote from Lumumba of the Congo.
He's lying! He's lying! I am not! And he spelled Benny with 3 N's!
Mr. Benny, aren't you convinced by now that you're doing the wrong thing?
No. I'm doing the right thing. Because I make millions of people laugh.
Next to your television show, we'll talk about your violin playing later.
You don't have to be so funny. I'll prove it. Would somebody hand me my violin, please? Thank you, Jeff Chandler. Now, Mr. Benny, please don't play. I'm going to play. Not on my program. George, why did you do that?
Because I'm your best friend.
No, it's Mike. Mike what? Mike, what are you doing? I'm asking you some questions, and you've got to answer.
I don't have to answer any.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm not going to answer any. I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm not going. I don't have to answer any questions. I don't. I'm not going to answer any more questions. I don't have to.
Rochester. Don. Brother, I just had the most awful dream. You know, I dreamt that nobody wanted me to go on television every week. What a silly dream.
Now, look, Jack, we've got a brand new arrangement of the opening number.
You have?
Yeah. Fellas, sing it for him, will you? I tell you better than that. Go out in the other room and come on and make an entrance, just like you will on the show. How about that? Jack, listen to this. You'll love it.
Rochester, I tell you, it was the most awful. Imagine dreaming that nobody wants to see me here. I mean, everybody loves me. I mean, they're my fans, loyal fans. Everybody. Another rock. Stupid publicity man. Wait a minute. There's no note. Who threw this rock? I don't know. Wait. There's another one. Rochester, who keeps throwing these rocks? Don't ask me. They're not my fans. I know.
During that time, I'd like to tell you about our sponsor for next week's show. As you know, Jack will be on every week, and our alternate week sponsor is State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance Company and its companion, Life Fire Company. And this is the identifying sound of State Farm Insurance. State Farm has been the world leader in automobile insurance for the past 18 years. And has more agents and more full-time salaried claims people in more places than any other company, ready to give you friendly, helpful claim service. So you don't give up a thing to get State Farm's low rates. These are the people. More than 7,500 State Farm agents all over the country who will be bringing you the Jack Benny Show.
We're very happy with our new association with State Farm. And that finished our first show for the season for Lipton Tea. I want to thank George Burns and Tony Curtis and Robert Wagner and Johnny Green for being my guests. I also want to thank Mike. The nice part, Mike Wallace. I don't have to pay him because it was only a dream. Well, good night, folks. I'll see you next week for State Farm Insurance when my guest will be Dick Clark. Thank you.
The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by Lipton Tea, the brisk tea in the flow-through tea bag. Next week's program will be brought to you by State Farm Mutual, the Careful Drivers and Careful Buyers Car Insurance Company. The Jack Benny program is a J&M production. This is Don Wilson saying good night.
The preceding program was pre-recorded.
Hollywood, the Jack Benny program with Jack's special guest, Connie Francis.
#1 singing star of America, Miss Connie Francis. I want to tell you something. It's so nice to have you on my program again.
Well, thank you, Jack. It's so nice to be back.
And Connie, I must tell you something. You know, as I was watching the rehearsal today, you know, and you were doing your numbers, I couldn't help but think how fortunate an artist is to be a singer, to be able to sing.
Fortunate? What do you mean?
Well, this isn't taking anything away from you, you know, but I mean, you singers really have it easy. You know, when you have a voice, all you have to do is open your mouth and out it comes. But with comedians, it's different. We have to worry about delivery and material and timing and everything. Really, it's pretty difficult for a comedian.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I can't agree with you. I think getting laughs is a lot easier than singing.
You what?
I said I think getting laughs is a lot easier than singing.
You do?
Certainly, and I can prove it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a little joke I'd like to tell you. Do you mind, Jack?
No, not at all. This I want to hear.
Well, it seems there was this Scotchman.
It's always a Scotchman the minute they tell a joke. Go ahead.
And he went to a doctor because his side was hurt. So the doctor said, we'll have to take some x-rays. So he took the x-rays, and afterwards he said, according to these, you definitely have to have an operation. So the Scotchman said, well, doctor, how much will it cost? And the doctor said, $500. So the Scotchman said, look, doctor, if I give you $25, will you just touch up the x-rays a little bit?
That's a pretty good joke, you know. Who told it to you?
Your doctor.
Well, at least he was nice. You know, he made it a Scotchman. So, Connie, I must say that you did get a big laugh.
And frankly, I didn't think it was difficult at all. It was very simple.
It was?
Mm-hmm. Now then, Jack, since you seem to think it's so much easier to sing than to tell jokes, why don't you sing something?
Me sing?
Yes, you started this whole discussion. Now I'd like to hear you sing something like, well, something like Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon. Well, you just happened to pick the number that I know. Isn't that funny? Malin, give me Fly Me to the Moon, my key, please. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me know what life is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In other words.
Okay, hold it, Ringo. See how easy it is to get laughs?
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm sorry, really, I started the whole thing. I really am. Now, Connie, as long as we didn't give out any raffle tickets before I lose my audience, how would you like to do your song?
Oh, I'd love to, Jack. What would you like to...
Jack.
What's this all about?
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Hello. Now, what is this, you and Harlow, your son? What is it?
Well, Jack, Harlow is such a great fan of Connie Francis, he'd like her to autograph one of her record albums for him.
Well, for heaven's sakes, couldn't you wait until we were off the air? I mean, did you have to come in the middle of the show?
You never did like me.
I I like you. All right, we'll get here. Mr. Wilson's son wants you to autograph this album.
Hi, what would you like me to write?
Well, just say, to Harlow, with all my love, and sign it Connie Francis.
She knows her name.
To Harlow, with love. Anything else?
Yes.
I see you have managed to...
What are you trying to do?
I'm growing up.
Harlow, please.
Visiting shrines.
Here, just did you sign it? All right.
You have mitigated
I don't want
yours.
yours. I wasn't going to give you mine.
I'm certainly glad of that.
You never did like me.
Daddy, he's making fun of me.
Oh, we don't have to stay here and be humiliated.
There they go, our 51st and 52nd states. Connie, I'm sorry about this intrusion, but would you do your song?
Oh, dear Dad. There's a silly rumor going round that youth is a wonderful thing. So forgive me if I sound profound, but I think youth has had its fling. 'Cause when I hear those old folks reminisce, why then I think about all of the wonderful things I've been. The thrill of Valentino when Gentry knocked out Willard down in Reno. But that must have been great. I was born too late. I never thought that I would envy you so. You lucky folks who heard the great Caruso. No, why did my folks have to wait? I was born too late to hear that great, great showman, that George M. Cohan. He must have been divine. Oh, way back then in 1910 when Jack Benny just turned 39. I think that youth is highly overrated. Sometimes I wish I were a little dated. I could know the thrill of vaudeville. Those two a day when Broadway was gay. The scandal, the bodies, those burlesque dollies. My dad says he still feels the pain when he thinks of the days when Al Jolson sang. The wafer showers may come your way. You know, folks, whenever I hear an old Al Jolson song or a record of his, I wonder if he could be here today. Would he go along with all of the kids and say, "Play that tune on me, boys, 'cause you ain't heard nothing yet. Rock and roll your baby to a bandstand melody." Yes, would he be like Elvis P, or would he get down on one knee? I can't believe that he would take the sing about that well-known river. Swanee, how I love you, how I love
Link, you must find me. Although I think you're great, you had me too late. My
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction, we're going to do a play based on the, well, instead of my explaining it to you, I'll have Don Wilson come out and tell you all about it. Don, come out here, will you please? Now, Don, will you set the scene for our film?
Oh, I'll be glad to, Jack, but incidentally, I've been thinking about that, and I'm a little bit worried you see we already have a proposal.
I know, Don, but we're going to do ours a different approach. We're going to do ours as a musical. See, we're going to put in music, songs.
Well, that is different.
Now, you go ahead and set the scene.
Okay, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, our scene takes place deep in the heart of the Ozarks. This is the home of the Skinner family. Like most folks hereabouts, they have a few chickens, a cow, a goat, and a jackass.
Howdy. I hate to disappoint you, but the jackass ain't home. Now, by the way, my name is Lem Skinner. And, I live here with my wife, Em, and my son, Clem. We're mighty proud of this place. We got the prettiest home in this area. This is my wife, Em. We've been married 29 years. I know she loves me because she's still wearing the wedding dress. Now, this is my wife's brother. He used to be the hottest drummer in the county. I'd like to introduce him to you, but he died yesterday. Anyway, we're just a normal family. And we're very, very happy here. And everything's going just fine.
Lamb.
What is it, Em?
Hey, me, Lamb. Have you seen Clem?
I ain't seen Clem since 3 p.m.
You don't see that?
Yep.
I thought it was dead.
That probably was one of them reflex things.
Well, forget about him. I'm getting worried about our boy Clem. I think it's high time you talk to Clem about the facts of life. He's going on 28.
Well, he doesn't learn about that until he starts school.
Well, when's it gonna start?
When I get through. Hi, Shan.
Oh, Lamb.
What is it, Shan?
Got some news about your son, Clem.
You hear that, Ed?
Say it, Clem.
I thought he was dead.
Maybe dead, but he's sure got a lot of rhythm.
Hey, Shan, what's this news you got about my son, Clem?
Well, now you come right over here and I'll tell you all about it. And you better sit down because this time of the throw you. Yeah. Now, you know that there gal that's been down the road, she wears them tighty wedgies and got ketchup on her fingernails?
You mean Lulabelle Thompson?
That's the Billy. What about it? Them? Your son's been writing that gal love letters. No.
Where did we go wrong?
Are you sure? Yes, sir. I got found one of them letters. I got it right here. Now, you
Dear Luther, your hair is gold, your eyes are blue. Tomatoes are soft, and so are you. How did he know?
Hey, Liam, here it comes now.
Dad?
You're late, my lad.
Well, tell me, Dad, did it make you mad?
You made Dad mad and you made me mad.
Doggone, he wasn't that good when he was alive. Now listen, son. I know all about your little secret. You've been sending, Shem told me, you've been sending love letters to Lulabelle.
Oh, darn it!
What's your language? There's spies on this here porch.
Liam, you better have a talk with that boy about the facts of life.
Well, and I'm going to do it in words he's going to understand. Tell me, son, do you know what salmon do when they swim upstream?
No, but I guess it must be against the law.
Why?
Because they keep getting caught and put in the can. Why did you hear that? Put the can. Don't you get it, Dad? That's a joke. It's funny. Oh, what's all up?
So is his head.
Good boy, I don't know what your father's talking about, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't think it's right what you're doing, Lulabelle. Stirring up a person's innards like that with them kind of love letters. How'd you like it if you got a letter like that from Lou?
How'd I know? She can't write.
Well, you're gonna find out.
How?
You're gonna sit right down and write yourself a letter.
Write yourself a letter, son.
Make believe that it came from Lou.
Hitch-a-coo, hitch-a-coo, hitch-a-coo.
You're gonna write words so sweet.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna knock you off of your feet.
Razzmatazz.
Lot of kisses on the bottom. She'll be glad I got 'em.
You're gonna smile and say you hope you're feeling
Can't
better.
you hear me calling when the rain and amber fall?
With words like I love.
Me and the soldiers across the sea fighting for democracy.
And write yourself a letter.
That's my wife.
Wait a minute, Pa. I don't see no point in all this.
Well, I don't either, son. But when you're doing a musical, you gotta put a song in it somewhere. Make believe it came from. Make believe it came from. Make believe it came from. Lou-de-lou.
Pa, I don't care what you and Ma says. I'm in love with Lulabelle and Wind is going to get married. What? I'm in love with Lulabelle and Wind is going to get married.
Em, did you hear Clem?
I sure did, Lem, and so did Sam.
Yes, sir, Lem. We all heard Clem.
You better take that again. Em, did you hear Clem?
I sure did, Lem, and so did Sam.
Yes, sir, Clem. We all heard Clem.
This one's Clem. Well, complexion. We better call a mortician in the morning.
What'd you do that for?
Well, Em, I figure as long as we're going to have a marriage, I thought I'd slow him down so we could play the wedding march. Come in, let's all go in and eat.
But first,
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed the show. It was kind of silly, wasn't it? Well, now, once again, I'd like to bring out my guest for a bow, Miss Connie France. Well, Connie, you were just wonderful on the show.
Well, thank you so much.
You know, besides singing so well, you get such big laughs, too.
Well, thank you, Jack.
In fact, you were so good, I'm going to take you to dinner.
Well, that's awfully nice of you. I'll go change.
Oh, no. Where I'm going to take you, you're dressed just right. Well, let's go. Good night, folks.
From Hollywood, the Jack Benny Program.
What's the matter, Freddie? I thought that sounded good.
not up here in the booth. All I can hear is the trumpet.
Oh. Hey, Shorty, can't you put a mute in that thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jack. I didn't bring one.
Well, put something in there. Wait a minute. Now what's the matter? He muted it.
Yeah, I know, but now we're getting a glare off Sammy's head.
Nothing sticky.
Yeah. Well, at least it'll keep the dandruff off your shoulders. All right, boys. Start at letter E, and let's go right to the finish. just that way on the show. Okay, you fellas can go now.
What time's rehearsal tomorrow?
10 o'clock in the morning, but I won't need you right away.
Okay. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Fine. When you want us, we'll be in the bar across the street.
Wait a minute. At 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? I mean, you're going to start drinking that early?
We may be finished by then. We're going to start now.
Hey, fellas, let's get a trim on that arc, huh? Hey, Don. I'm all through here now.
Oh, good. Can we go out on the golf course now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and look, Jack.
What?
Do yourself a favor today and play with a new ball.
Well, what's wrong with the ball I've been playing with?
It's got so many cuts on it, when it flies through the air, it whistles Yankee Doodle.
Well, that's the way I like it. Yeah, at least I can tell the distance I get. 8 bars is 150 yards.
Jack, wait a minute.
What?
Don't go yet.
Why not? I called rehearsal early so we could tee off before lunch.
Yeah, but we're all set up to do those public service announcements. Remember, you promised you'd do them.
Oh, for heaven's sake. That's right, Don. I promised to do those announcements, for public service. Look, it'll only take a minute. I'll do it. All right, which one is first?
See, we start with the Keep Your City Clean Committee.
Let's see, yeah.
Wardrobe, fix Mr. Benny up, please. Camera, let's get down here and find a mark, and I think we'll use a 3-inch lens.
Go out and play dolls.
So beneath has.
Is this right?
Okay, that's fine, Jack. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, camera. Action, Jack.
Hello, I'm Jack Benny, and keeping the city clean isn't just my job. It's everybody's job. And a word to you litterbugs who throw papers, rubbish, and trash on the streets. Someday the smog may lift, and you'll be ashamed of your city.
That's fine, Jack. Now, the next one will be for fire prevention.
Here. It won't take a minute, Don. I'll be all through with this. I promised him I'd do these things for him.
Find your way here.
This all right with this?
Yeah, that's fine, Jack. Fine. Okay, camera. Action, Jack.
I am a fireman. My engine's a beauty. If I come to your house, I hope I'm off duty. So remember the rules. Don't play with matches. And your house will stand straight and not be in atches.
Jack, that's what they sent, and that's what they want.
Atches?
That's what they sent. Let me have your hat.
The house shouldn't be in atches?
That's the way they want it.
Atches? Can't figure out at all. Well, if they want atches. There you go. Is that all now?
No, there's one more.
Only one more, Don. It'll only be a second.
Folks, would you step in here for a moment, please?
Will you come, ladies?
Jack, this is Mr. Clement. He's chairman of the City Safety Committee.
How do you do, Mr.
How do you do? How do you do?
These are my 2 assistants, Mrs. Lee and Mrs. Anderson.
How do you do?
You may remember them for their work with the Beverly Hills Betterment Committee.
Oh, yes.
They had the wonderful idea of putting the palms on Palm Drive.
I hate to correct you, Mr. Clement, but we didn't put the palms on Palm Drive.
You didn't?
No, we put the palms on Cannon Drive.
Oh, we put the cannons on Palm Drive.
At least you knew where to put them. Well, shall we start?
Yes, here is your copy for this year's announcement. I can't tell you how much we appreciate your doing these for us every year, Mr. Benny. And although this isn't a formal presentation, we'd like you to have this plaque for all that you have done for safe driving.
Well, I want to thank you. I certainly appreciate this.
Mr. Benny, you have no idea how many cars there are on the streets with no brakes, worn-out tires, broken windshields, doors that won't close, fifth gear.
He doesn't know it, but he just described Jack's car.
Well, shall I do this now? Okay.
Jack, I think you'd better wear your coat. Huh?
Yeah, I think it'd look better with a coat on, don't you?
Now, if you folks would just wait out there, please. And I'll take those, Jack.
Okay.
License out.
Yeah, I got the license and everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
I got it right
camera.
here. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jack Benny, saying that when you get into your car, you accept a responsibility. both to yourself and to your fellow motorists. Remember, your driver's license is a privilege to drive. And if you don't abuse it, you'll stay alive.
Very much, Mr. Benny. That was very nice.
Jack.
You're welcome.
Jack, I'm afraid we'll have to do that over.
Why?
Well, look, you're doing a safety message for motorists. And when I looked through the camera, I noticed your driver's license is expired.
Expired? You've been driving with an expired license?
Well, I didn't know.
Give me that plaque.
What? We ought to slap your face.
Wait a minute, ladies. Look, anybody can make a mistake. You know, you even put the cannons on Palm Drive.
Oh, come on, Jack, forget about it. Let's go out and play golf and relax.
Okay.
Oh, incidentally, Jack, inasmuch as your driver's license is expired, I better do the driving.
All right. Now, I'll tell you what. On the way to the course, we'll stop at the Department of Motor Vehicles, see, and I'll get my driver's license renewed. It'll only take a minute.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me. Are you busy?
No.
Well, I guess you want $3, huh?
Oh, $2 will be all right.
$2?
Yeah.
Oh, here. Hey, wait a minute. The sign says $3. Why would you be satisfied with 2?
I don't work here. So long, bud.
May I help you, sir?
Yes. I'd like to have my driver's license renewed.
Really? Whatever made you think of this place?
Look, I'm not joking. I mean, this is serious. My driver's license has expired.
Well, what would you like us to do? Fly the relatives in from the east?
No. All I want to get my driver's license renewed.
Come with me.
Thank you.
This young lady will help you.
Thanks.
May I help you?
Yes. I'd like to have my driver's license renewed.
Very well. That will be $3, please.
Does she work here?
She does.
Well, you know, you can't. There, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Now, if you'll give me your old driver's license, I'll take some information off it.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Thank you.
Pretty.
Name, Jack Benny. Address, 904 Santa Monica. Height, 5'11". Weight, 158. Age. Might have been expired a long time, hasn't it?
No, about 2 months.
Only 2 months. Oh. You really worried about it, didn't you?
Never mind.
Well, now this is the written test. If you'll just take it over to that table and fill it out, and then take it to that gentleman over there.
Thank you. I hate all this messy stuff.
Look, Bud, I don't know about you, but we're trying to keep this city clean.
What?
It ain't gonna be smoggy forever, you know. All right, watch it.
Let's see. True
What's the speed limit in the school zone? I'm not allowed to tell you. False. False. True. Are you allowed to pass a car coming up a hill? I told you, I'm not supposed to tell you. True. False. False. What's the maximum legal speed limit? 125 miles an hour. There we are. I got that now. All set. Wait a minute, what are you doing?
I heard you getting your answers from that man. He was so ashamed he even walked away.
I wasn't cheating, it was him.
Him? Professor Myers, the nuclear physicist at the university, the man who was in charge of the atomic reactor.
All right, I get it. What do I do now?
You go back and get another test paper.
Okay. Give me another test paper.
That will be $3.
I already paid it.
The government already spent it.
Well, I'm not going to pay it twice.
All right, here's another paper.
Place this if so. Any
Jack, for heaven's sakes, what's taking you so long?
I'm sorry. I had to get another test paper and do it all over.
Why?
On account of cheating.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
It wasn't me. I wasn't cheating. It was him.
Him? Professor Myers, the nuclear scientist?
Professor Myers. I'll be ready with him in a minute. Just wait. Say Professor Myers. 100%. You missed them all.
I'll try again next week.
We flunked.
I didn't have anything to do with your exam. And I'm surprised that a man like you, a nuclear physicist, couldn't answer any of these questions. You must be a terrible driver.
In a car, yes. But if you want to go to the moon, here's my car.
There, that's it. I was told to bring this over to you.
That's right. Well, Jack Benny.
Yes.
Hey, this is a coincidence. You know, I was born in Waukegan, too.
You were?
Uh-huh. Hey, that was quite an honor when the town named a high school after you.
Yes, it certainly was. I was quite flattered, I must say.
You know, I was back there last summer, and I think that statue of you in front of the high school is great.
You mean they've got a statue of me now in front of the high school?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, well, it's a perfect likeness. And when I saw it, your hands were like this.
My hands on the statue? Like this? Well, why? Why would my hands be like that?
Well, there's a clock in your stomach, and it was 2:45.
You mean my hands go around to tell the time?
That's right. At 6:30, you look like September morn.
Well, I'll be darned.
That's 3 o'clock.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I can't wait till New Year's Eve. Well, tell me, did I pass?
Oh. See? Yes, you passed.
Thank you.
You just take that to the gentleman right over there.
Okay. Imagine a clock in my stomach.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't tell him about the bird bath on his head.
I just passed my written test. Now, what do I do now?
Well, first we have to get your thumbprint.
Okay.
Now, just put your thumb right down here. Good. There you are.
Wait a minute. You didn't put any ink on my thumb.
With that dirty hand, I didn't have to.
All right, now what do I have to do to get my license?
Well, first we have to take an eye test. Now, close your left eye Now close your right eye. Now, what do you see?
Nothing.
You just passed your first test. You haven't got any cracks in your eyelids.
Now, look.
I'm sorry, it was just a little joke.
I didn't come here to laugh. I came here to get my license renewed.
Okay, okay. Now we'll test your depth perception. Now look straight ahead and tell me, how many fingers have I got?
It looks like 6 to me.
You're right. You'd be surprised how many people fail on this one. Now let's see how well you can read the chart. Now, would you read the second line, please?
Yeah, that's ALXRB.
You're wrong. That's 13769.
Funny. 13, it looks like ALXRB. Maybe I need my glasses. I always use my glasses when I drive. That's all right, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
I wear glasses myself. I think I'll put mine on. Now, what I want you to do with that chart, sir. Well, you're right. That is ALXRB.
That's funny. That looks like 13769 now.
Well, if we all saw everything the same way, it'd be a mighty dull world, wouldn't it?
All right, now, please, what do I do now? Can I have my license?
No, we have to take your picture now.
Okay.
Come right this way, sir.
Jack, for heaven's sakes.
I have to have my picture taken, Don. It'll only take a minute.
I'll get the photographer. Eric! Eric! We have a picture for you to do. Eric, you will do this picture.
Ah, good. Good. Set up the camera. So you are going to be my little star, huh? Well, let's get one thing straight right now. When I direct the picture, I am the boss. Who ate my ice cream?
What's going on here, anyway?
Well, now, we have to get started right away. You, go get things organized. I had to make a lot of changes. I had to make... Hold everything. Stop, change.
Wait a minute. All this...
Stand in.
Just for a picture for a driver's license.
Yeah, look, change those lights. I'm getting a boom shedder on his face. Change the lights. That's better.
I'm only getting a driver's license.
Start the wind machine. Start the...
A wind machine?
Yeah, bring me
Are you crazy?
Wait a minute. Hey, quiet on the steps. All of this was just on account of one lousy little picture.
Lousy little...
With me, there is no such thing as a lousy little picture. Yesterday, I had Tim Novak, the Dean of Horticulture. I do pictures only with the best. Come, my little star. We get into the mood. You are in the middle of the Sahara. There's the reason tired of giving the Sahara Desert. What? Stop. It's hot. You are in the middle of the desert. It's 140 degrees. You have been lost there for 10 days without food. I drive a car. Why am I your death? Now, stagger. Come on. Stagger. You can't get your head. Slowly, you sink to your knees. Sink.
Why are you going along with this?
Don, when you've been out of pictures as long as I have, you don't pass anything up. Thank you very, very much. Oh, brother, what I went through to get a driver's license.
Oh, here you are, Mr. Benny. They told me that I'd find you here.
Oh, say, now that I have my